do that. You're live.
You're live right now. Hello and welcome, Carrie and
Alyssa.
Here from
HomesteadHow.
And
Healing Humanity. We didn't.
We're okay, right? Everything's going to be just fine. Everyone can hear us okay? Everything's fine. Everything's great. From the world famous Montello Theater. How's your day going, Alyssa?
It's okay.
Hey, say happy birthday to Grandma.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Yesterday was my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. I was going to call you at like 10:30 at night, but I thought it was too late. But I did post on your Facebook, so hopefully you got that. We are at the world famous Montello Theater. Alyssa's been carnivore for a long time now. We're going to do a little Carnivore 101 with Alyssa. While people are jumping on, let's tell them what we just went through at our movie theater.
Why don't you start?
We're playing the movie
Moana 2.
Is that how you say it?
Moana, yeah.
Moana 2, and it sold out on Friday. There was like 200 people here. We only have 150 seats. Had to turn away a bunch of people. Yesterday, I didn't sell out. It was pretty busy. Today, I am in charge of the movie theater. Jen put me in charge. Not too smart, was it? We had the B team in. Lily is part of the B team, right?
What is B team?
There's the A team, which is the team that you put in the basketball game to go win the game. And then there's the B team that sits on the bench. Yeah. We are the B team, and we got here, and it was freezing cold in the movie theater. In fact, Alyssa's hair froze walking from the car into the theater. Not as cold as Bill in Alaska cold, but it's pretty darn cold here. And long story, way too long, the heat in the movie theater did not go on. And I was panicking, and we opened the doors, and I have to turn the projector on at 3, and then people started rushing in at 3, and the heat's still not on. And I'm like, do I tell these people? If the heat goes on, it takes like a half hour to heat up the theater. It's a big space. I'm down there troubleshooting in the basement, turning the furnace on and off. Alyssa's upstairs panicking with Lily. The heat didn't work. And we have over 100 people right now watching
Moana 2. What, Moana do you not 2, know how to say it?
Moana 2 with no heat. And they all accepted it. I had to tell every single person, we're going to shut down. You guys can come next weekend and watch the movie. I'm sorry, the heat's not working. Because they're all from Wisconsin, they're like, no, we can suck it up. We'll be okay with no heat. So, yeah. Been a little hectic. And then I'm trying to think of something nice to do. So I went up in front of the whole audience and I said, really sorry that the heat's not working. At the end of the movie, we're going to have some warm refreshments for you. So that's what Lily's up there doing right now. We'll see how all of that works. Carrie, do you have a black eye under your left eye? No, I'm just sitting in a shadow right now because Alyssa moved all of the proper lighting and we're sitting in a dark basement.
It was hurting my
Move the light over more.
This way?
Yes. Yes, more. All the way. It almost like touches that thing. There we go. So, if you guys have any questions for Alyssa, post them, please. We're going to talk about Carnivore 101 with my 17-year-old carnivore daughter. That's you, right? Are you 17?
Yes.
And you're a triplet?
Yes.
And where are you from?
Wisconsin. Wait, where was I born?
You were born in Milwaukee. Oh. All right, let's do this. Go ahead. How long have you been carnivore for?
I think it's going on 3 months now.
90 days carnivore.
I'm very happy.
So we wanted to do a video, Carnivore 101, from the perspective of a 17-year-old. So I was going to ask Alyssa some Carnivore 101 questions in the hopes of helping people that are just starting. I get a lot of people coming on here that are just starting carnivore. And then we get other people that want to get their children or teenagers eating a proper human diet. So let's start first. Why did you start carnivore, Alyssa?
I started carnivore because I wanted to lose weight, but then it changed more after that. And yeah.
Keep going.
And I started carnivore and I felt completely different and I felt a lot more happy. And you can probably see it, even my teeth look whiter and I'm very happy because of that. And I just feel so much better overall now. And I started because I wanted to lose weight, but now that I lost a lot of weight, I still want to lose more. But yeah.
Can you give me one of those drinks? Sorry, I got distracted.
No, they're looking weird. They're like all empty too.
How did you first hear about carnivore? Probably know the answer to that question.
My dad.
What about Emma?
Obviously, I heard it from you first. I heard it from Emma after you doing carnivore for 100 days. Wait, Emma did it for a long time too.
So what was it like? What do you suggest to people that are considering carnivore, Alyssa, but they think it's crazy? How would you suggest someone get started on carnivore?
I say that you give it. I say you first give it about 30 days, see if you like it, and you're gonna like it. So that's out of the question.
Just jump right in, or
yeah, just do it. Like,
what about keto?
If you think about it, well, yeah, do keto first. But if you think about it for too long, your brain's gonna not want you to do carnivore, and you're gonna like think yourself out of it. You know how to explain that? And then you're just not gonna do it because your brain thought about it too much. But if you just do it, you can do it. That's what I did for keto, and then I went into carnivore.
So you did keto for a while. You didn't just jump right from standard American diet to carnivore. You eased into it.
Yeah.
Is that what you'd recommend other people do?
Definitely. Didn't you do that too? I think a lot of people do that.
Pretty much. I did keto on and off, and then I did a bunch of cheat days. What? Here's a question from Miss Hooligan Fish. Any words of wisdom for a 10-year-old and a 13-year-old? How would you talk to children, about carnivore?
Well, that's hard because they're younger. I don't know how to explain it any better in like better words.
Would you have done this at 13 years old?
I don't think so. I don't think I would have been smart enough to. I would have thought like, oh, I just want to eat this because I want to, and not because I want to feel better. Especially at the age of 13.
For me, if I had a 10 and 13-year-old, I would just tell them the truth. They may not just start carnivore, but I would let them know that those other foods that we've normalized are really bad for them. And the reason we are seeing 7 out of 10 people overweight right now, I would tell them the truth. 7 out of 10 people overweight is absolutely insane. It's never been like that. It shouldn't be normalized. 1 out of 2 of us are going to be diagnosed with cancer. That's from the foods we're eating. People having heart disease is the #1 killer. That is from the foods we're eating. People with depression, anxiety, that is from the foods we're eating. So I would try to make that connection with a 10 or 13-year-old if I had one. Share the truth with them. I may not convince them to do it right away. Yeah, but my friends are all still eating this way, but at least give them that sort of knowledge. I would also shout out Superhuman Power Foods for Humanity. This was written by my good friend Lynn and Anne. And there's a link in the description for this. This is a great book for a 10-year-old or even a little bit younger. Talks about why food is important, what foods are important, what foods to avoid. There's all sorts of activities in here. Great for a kid, great to educate them, great for a Christmas present too. All sorts of activities in here. So maybe something like that too can help them, but probably got to be very patient and take baby steps because for 10 or 13 years, they were eating this other way and probably thinking it's normal. Hey, it's my buddy Alex. Alex is in the United Kingdom, England. That's where I'm going to be traveling. In 2 weeks from now, we'll be 13 days from today. We're going to be doing a Inspiring Carnivore Stories meetup. And Alex is going to be sharing. Alex asked, Alyssa, have you had any peer group pressure? Anybody pressuring you? Why are you eating this way?
No, not really. I don't think people care enough what I eat to pressure me into it. I mean, besides when we go to family events, just eat this cupcake. No, thanks.
You've had that at family events where they try to get you to ruin your way of eating?
Didn't we have it at Thanksgiving?
Yeah, just one.
Yeah.
You can have one. Why not just have one?
Everyone was eating cakes and had pies with whipped cream all over it, and they're like, you can just eat this. It's fine. Like, why would I eat that? I just don't see a point.
Why do you feel like they feel the need to have you eat it? Why can't they just shut up and eat it themselves?
They want us to feel bad too about ourselves, and they don't know like how you can actually feel if you just eat meat, and they think that they feel better because of it.
What about their argument? If you just have one, you'll be fine. Do you think you'd be fine?
No, especially after doing carnivore. I wonder what would happen to you if you ate a little bit of whipped cream.
After 600 days?
Yeah, what would happen?
I'd probably go into shock.
Yeah.
From everything I've heard from people who have cheated, it tastes horrible. They say it tastes plastic, chemically artificial when they eat sweet again.
I bet you could tell the difference, yeah.
Because your taste buds change. But also, do you know why it tastes artificial and chemically and plasticky?
Because it is.
Because it is plasticky and artificial, and we've numbed ourselves to that, thinking that it tastes good. Yeah, it is annoying when people do that. It's cool. Alyssa is homeschooled, not homeschooled.
Not homeschooled, but I do online.
She does online school, so she doesn't. You're not around as many other people. It would probably imagine if you were going to school and you had to go to school lunch in the cafeteria. You'd probably get some pressure if you were just eating burger patties.
Mhm. I would bring my own food though.
Would you care?
No, I wouldn't do it, but it would just be annoying.
I think Emma got a lot of pressure like that when she was in school because she was vegetarian.
Vegan, yeah.
Anyone that's weird gets the pressure, right? Just go along with the flow.
Yeah.
I have learned in life, Alyssa, that for the most part, nobody really cares about you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm joking, but I'm not joking. I'm talking to everybody out there. Nobody cares about any of you. When you're out in public and you're worried, like, oh, what am I going to do in this social situation because I'm the weird one out? People really don't care. In fact, sometimes they care just because they're like, are you okay? Like, can I get you anything? But people care about themselves. They're worried about themselves. They're not worried if you're eating burger patties and they're not. Some people might say something or be weird, but that's a them problem, not a you problem. That's them reflecting because they are second guessing what they're doing. They are feeling subconsciously bad about eating that garbage because they see you eating properly.
That's a good question.
Question from North Wolf. Alyssa, what are your post-high school plans?
Remember what I told you like 3 days ago?
Yeah, go for it. Give me that water. I don't care. There's some in that one. The left one. Yeah.
Okay. So my plans that I was thinking of, but I don't know if I'm gonna do, is
you have to talk a lot louder, please.
I really want to do culinary school, and I know that sounds bad because I'm literally cooking terrible food that we're talking not about cooking, but I would want to like request if I can to cook a lot of steak and any carnivore meals like heart attack chicken or something, and but that's just what I was thinking of. I'm not 100% sure if I want to do it yet.
Let's ask Bill Knott. Bill Knott was a professional cook chef for a long time.
Why didn't I know that? Why didn't you tell me?
You should be watching Bill Knott's channel more often. You would know that. Bill, what do you think? Alyssa's thinking of going to culinary school. I said if you're going to do it to start your own business, you could start your own carnivore restaurant.
I would want to be a private chef.
Only for carnivores.
Actually, that's smart. I'll fly down to Alaska.
You can be a chef to all the famous carnivore doctors. Go to Dr. Chafee's, Dr. Barry's, Dr. Baker's, and cook them carnivore meals. And you can host all of the carnivore meetings and meetups and groups.
Wow, I didn't think about that.
So Alyssa's not sure what she wants to do. My advice to her was nobody knows what the heck they want to do at 17. And if you knew what you wanted to do at 17, odds are you're going to change it like 50 different times. My encouragement to you is do your own business.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking of cooking, hey, Chris Cooking Nashville. How's it going, buddy? Chris is going to be on the channel really soon. We're going to be doing a live stream together. I'm looking forward to that. Chris has a cooking channel on YouTube. That's all he does is cooking videos and carnivore videos.
Wow.
Some really cool stuff. Shout out Chris Cooking Nashville. Bill Knott. Carrie, did you tell Jen and the girls they'll be going on an Alaskan fishing charter and cooking fish on the beach? I told them about the charter. I didn't mention cooking fish on the beach, but Alyssa, you need to learn how to cook fish on the beach.
I don't like fish, but I'd love to try it again.
If you want to go to culinary school, you're going to have to cook fish.
Yeah, I know. I have to cook everything.
You're going to catch a fish with Bill Knott, and then you're going to clean the fish, and then you're going to cook the fish. That's all part of being a cook. Chris said you can cook carnivore, Alyssa. I can totally do it. Question, where in England are you going to be? Well, thank you for asking, Matthew Staff. I will be in, I don't know, London, outside of London, a little east of London. There is, if you go on my community tab, there is a link. If anyone is from the UK, I hope that you can join our Inspiring Carnivore Stories meetup we're having there in 13 days from now on a Saturday. Alex Cannon is going to be sharing his incredible story. Lauren Tucker, Lee Copas, Kent Carnivore, myself, Adam. We got Coach Steven. We've got Richard Smith, the Keto Pro, coming to speak as well. It's going to be one heck of an event 13 days from now. But you got to get a ticket if you're interested. The link is on my community tab. Chris Cooking Nashville. I make a living as a carnivore chef on YouTube. You can absolutely make your dream happen. Go watch. Everyone go check out Chris Cooking Nashville. Got a great YouTube channel. You got to watch Chris's channel somewhere too. You could do that. You like YouTube too, right? You've been thinking about doing YouTube.
Wait, let me take a picture so I remember his name. Okay.
Bill Knott said cooking school would be awesome, Alyssa. I was self-taught, but having a little technical background is always a good idea. There you go. So you have a plan.
I didn't know he was self. How did he learn?
Well,
He just learned by himself. Probably watched
Bill,
YouTube videos.
Alyssa's asking, how did you learn? How were you self-taught? I believe because he went and got a job. And then that's what I did when I had a job. One of my first jobs, I worked at an Italian restaurant. I was a dishwasher, and then I got moved up to pizza maker, and then I got moved up to cook, and I was cooking Italian food. And
Oh yeah.
it is very stressful work. I'll have you know that. You get a big rush on Friday night, a big rush on Saturday night, and it's extremely stressful. But I kind of enjoy that stress, and some people enjoy that stress.
It seems like just take your mind off things too. Just cook.
Bill was self-taught. You can self-teach yourself as well. Cook some more food at home.
I do.
Cook some more, but more.
I burn steak all the time.
She burns steak all the time.
I still eat it.
Here's the tickets. Shout out Adam, Carnivore Today. Meet up in London. Get your tickets here. So back to any questions you have for Alyssa, feel free to post them in the sidebar. We'll keep going through. I think I got the ones so far. What was your first week like on Carnivore, Alyssa? How was it adapting? What was your first meal? Did you have cravings?
Yeah, I had cravings. I really wanted a Kit Kat for the longest time ever. Literally the most highly processed thing you could possibly eat. I really just wanted that. And I didn't really have any cravings for a lot of things, but kind of a banana bread muffin.
Oh my gosh, this kid. She keeps talking about banana muffins.
Banana bread muffins.
Do you have a craving for Topo Chico?
No, it's like the chocolate chip banana bread muffins, and I don't know, I just can't stop thinking about them. But I'm not gonna eat it because I know how bad it is for you. But the first thing that I ate, I didn't eat a lot of steak, but I ate a lot of meat. Just like meat, I'm gonna call it taco meat, but we just made like, what is it called? Ground beef, and then we put cheese in it, and it was so good. It was so good. It was delicious.
So when you get cravings, have you found anything that helps with those cravings?
Me personally, I don't really, like, I get cravings, and then it just stays there. I don't really do anything about it. It eventually goes away.
So if you wait long enough, the cravings go away. For me, when I get cravings, which is very rare, I eat more fat. And I usually realize that I'm craving food when I'm not eating enough fat. Bacon helped me immensely with cravings the first
yeah,
week
but now
or two.
You eat a lot of it.
I eat a lot of bacon. What has been your favorite carnivore go-to meal over the last 90 days? Tell the truth.
There's these chicken kebab things. Oh my goodness, they're so good. They're so delicious, and they're like flavorful, but like not with a lot of flavor in it. And then steak is my second favorite. Ribeye, I've been making a lot of ribeye. A lot. It's kind of expensive because I pay for it, but
it's kind of, did you hear that? It's kind of expensive because she pays for it.
When you pay for it, it's okay.
It tastes a lot better when Dad pays for it,
Yeah.
but she's been buying some of her own
we
steak.
made you some the other day.
Yeah, you and Emma made me a steak the other day, and it was very good. Now you have to do that every time.
As long as you buy, we'll make it.
You've been getting some weird chicken kebabs. They're from Costco. They're pretty clean, but there's a couple spices in them.
Yeah.
But there's nothing. There's no sugar.
It doesn't stall me or like it doesn't make me feel bad, so I still eat it.
Do you like it because it tastes good, or because it's so convenient and you just throw it in
It's convenient. It's really convenient. It tastes good too, but I just put it in the air fryer for like 10 minutes and it's done, and it's so good.
Question from North Wolf. Alyssa, how many pounds are you down now? Last I heard, I think it was 36.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm still 36. I think maybe 37 pounds down now. I'm not really. I'm kind of stalling, but I think it's because I keep eating cheese, but I just can't get off cheese. But it's so hard, and I want to. It's just hard, but I definitely will because I've been stalling for a long time now.
You're gonna quit the cheese.
I know.
You gotta cut the cheese.
I need to just do Lion for a week too, and then I'd probably just drop so much weight again.
Can't you just stop cheese? I don't do cheese.
I know, but that's you. You're perfect.
What about if you just have cheese on like a burger patty, but no snacking on cheese?
Oh yeah.
As a condiment on a burger patty.
That's actually. I think I might do that. Yeah.
I think we answered this. How to get through the cravings? Bacon, bacon, bacon. Eat more fat, or like Alyssa doesn't do anything. She just. Someone said this. Like, if you get a craving, look at your watch and then say, if I'm still having this craving in 30 minutes, then I'm gonna think about it again. And usually within 30 minutes, the craving will go away.
And you only get cravings when you're bored too. That's actually a thing. Culinary school is a good choice.
That's from Grandma.
Aw.
Say hi to Grandma.
Hi, Grandma. Wait, look what Bill said. Cooking school would be great.
Sorry, we're just catching up on the comments. Bill Knott started out as a dishwasher at a steakhouse. One day the chef didn't show up, so the owner came back to cook and asked for help, and it's all history from there. Oh, that's awesome.
Wow. Sounds like your story, kind of.
Bill started as a dishwasher at a steakhouse. Bill, that's Providence. A lot of people might not know this, but my first job I started as, do you know the answer?
Mail boy?
Well, I worked at McDonald's, but one of my
I
first
worked at
jobs was after McDonald's. I sold steaks door to door.
Oh, yeah.
Here we are, full circle. Chris Cooking Nashville. Alyssa, what would you say to help other teenagers understand why trying carnivore might be worth it for them? That's a very good question, because I'm going to say one thing real quick. I was so sick. I was 100 pounds heavier. I was depressed. I was anxious. You saw I was messed. Was I messed up? Was I really messed up?
Pretty bad, yeah.
Pretty bad messed up. I didn't eat anywhere near as bad as your generation. I'm not judging you, but you guys got, I would have. I didn't have access to the garbage you guys had. Like your Starbucks drinks that have, I just saw a guy on YouTube and they showed how much sugar was in one of these drinks. And it was like this much,
Soda too.
like here's the cup. It was like this much of it was sugar. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Your generation is in so much trouble.
A lot of it is in soda too.
You have to talk louder. So what would you say to help other teenagers understand why trying carnivore might be worth it for them?
Can you dumb down the question a little? Dumb it down a little?
How can I dumb it down from that?
Just tell me.
Your people that are your age, how could you make them understand why going carnivore might be worth it for them? Why is it worth it for you? You lost weight, but you feel better. Your energy's better. Why is it worth it for Emma, who's your age?
Because it's better in the long run. I'm going to live till I'm like 120, I bet. And I'm probably going to be one of the healthiest people alive, like starting out, because I started now and not at your age, you know? And I'm going to stick to it until I'm older. Does that make sense?
Yes. And what other improvements have you had and Emma have had?
Me and Emma, we go to the gym all the time now, and I went to done that.
Let's talk about that. You go to the gym all the time now?
Yeah.
Did you ever do that prior to carnivore?
Okay, I did for like a month or something. Me and Emma did. We just went to our gym upstairs in our school, but we were so tired afterwards, and then we just go and eat junk food afterwards, so it was just not even worth it. And then we were always like exhausted when we were working out, and we didn't feel like we were like actually working out, you know? It's just bad.
So, and for Emma, her acne went away, her sleep improved, her mood got better. So what would you say to help other teenagers understand why trying carnivore might be worth it for them? I think all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
You could have a better mood. Your sleep could be better.
I know a lot of teenagers are trying to lose weight too, and I wonder why it's our generation that's trying hardest to lose weight.
You could lose weight, or in other words, you could just be a proper human that isn't. None of these teenagers should be overweight in the first place, but people don't realize that.
Kids coming in to the movie theater and getting candy is just like, whoa, and they're like overweight already. It's just sad.
All right, let's see what other questions we have. Oh, we got another meetup. Shout out Adam Carnivore today. Tickets are live for the meetup in Scottsdale, Arizona. Yes, we're going to be having a meetup in Scottsdale, Arizona as well, and that will be in January. I can give you the date too. That will be in January, and we're going to be having Chris Spath and Laura Spath at that meetup, and that will be on January 4th. More to come. I got to find a link, and I'll share that with you. Chris Spath, Laura Spath. I think we may have Renee join us on that one. Hopefully, Coach Lisa Pickert will be there as well. That's going to be one heck of a meetup. Donna asks, what has Emma the Carnivore been up to?
She's trying to do a lot more videos. She's trying to catch up on those because she knows she's been slacking. She's been doing really good on carnivore. You're gonna see in her new video she's started lion and she's trying to do it for 90 days.
Why is Emma doing lion? Emma started lion diet yesterday. Also, yesterday, Emma and Katie went to their first show for their skincare line that they've been selling, and they did really good.
Craft fair, yeah.
There's a little craft fair in a little school in a little small town in Wisconsin. I didn't think they would get much traction. I mean, I was hoping they would, and it went really, really well. So that was pretty cool. But she announced why is she doing lion diet?
She saw this video. We were watching this video yesterday, and this guy transformed his body from 90 days, and he could do like 5 push-ups.
Oh, the artist guy?
And then then he did like 30 push-ups afterwards. Emma, her whole life, she like can't really do a push-up, and she was like, it's her goal to do at least like 5 push-ups after the 90-day mark.
So she's gonna change everything because she saw some dude do a push-up, and she's like, I want to do a push-up
and a pull-up, yeah.
Yeah. So Emma announced yesterday she's gonna try lion diet. For those that don't know or that are new to carnivore, lion is just a more extreme version of carnivore where you eat only ruminant animals, beef, salt, and water usually. So that should be interesting. Just for one more time, for those that are jumping on, there is the link for our UK meetup that is 13 days from now. Alyssa, what are your thoughts on bacon? I love bacon, and you rarely eat bacon. I'm not complaining, but I don't understand how you can't love bacon like I do.
I like bacon, but sometimes he either overcooks it or undercooks it, and I don't know.
You're the culinary expert. Why don't you cook it?
I don't know.
You're gonna need to learn how to cook bacon.
You know, before any of us knew about carnivore, I always made bacon in the oven. I always just put it in there. Do you know that? I always ate bacon all the time.
Alyssa, do you miss the sweet taste of sugar?
I don't even remember what it tastes like. I don't miss that at all. Why would I want something I don't remember what it tastes like?
My advice to people starting carnivore is actually start carnivore and do it 100%. If you do that, I believe that sweet taste of sugar, those cravings will go away in a couple of weeks and they'll be gone forever. If, however, Dr. Berryfinger, if, however, what's that sound? If you do carnivore, but you keep in artificial sweeteners and diet soda and the fake sweet tastes, you're going to continue craving sugar. You're going to make it so much harder for yourself. So, yeah, I don't miss the sweet taste of sugar. I don't. When is the documentary coming out? We're aiming for the middle of next year. We are wrapping things up. We just filmed our 38th interview in Australia. 2 weeks later from Australia, we're going to UK. We're filming 3 more interviews. We have a handful of interviews left to wrap things up. A documentary like this takes a while because several of the individuals we're filming over the course of 1 year. So we have to wait at least 1 year for each subsequent person we film from the point we film them. So it takes a while longer that way.
And they live far away.
Alyssa, are you excited about the documentary?
Yeah, I am. And
You've
for
seen
the episodes coming out.
You've seen footage that no one else has seen before.
Dang.
Are you prepared to be interviewed for the documentary?
I don't think you're gonna interview me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should, because we should have a whole section in there about kids. At least we're doing the documentary and then we're doing a series. In the series, we should do a whole episode about teenagers and children. What do you think about children in carnivore?
Like toddlers?
Yeah, younger kids. Like
very smart, considering that they don't want vegetables and they only want meat. I feel like they should eat only meat then. I feel like that's a sign.
What do you think would have happened if you ate carnivore from a baby, from birth?
You'd probably be Superman.
You'd be superhero next level?
Yeah, something would happen.
Do carnivore teenagers get acne?
Emma's acne went away. I never really had acne, but when Emma did carnivore, when Emma didn't do carnivore and she was vegan, she had so much acne everywhere, even on her back. Sorry, I'm not trying to call her out. But then she did carnivore and it went all away. Her skin is so clear. And I think that carnivore for teens, that it goes away. It doesn't come back.
Yeah, I have heard the same from many. Acne clearing up on carnivore. Whiskey business. Is age 70 too late to start?
Not at all.
No.
Wait, how old is Maggie?
Maggie is 83. We filmed a woman, Maggie, who's 83. She's been doing carnivore for 65 years. So she started much before you, but 70 is 70, you're just getting started. Seriously, you're just getting started. I have talked to so many people in their 70s or 80s that have started carnivore and they're doing incredible. Let me ask you this, whiskey business at age 70, how do you feel? You feel like a proper human, or do you have aches and pains and ailments and mobility issues and trouble getting around? Arthritis, all of those things are just inflammation. So much of what we attribute to aging is just inflammation in the foods we're eating, and we're blaming it on aging. Obviously, I'm younger. I'm 44, so I can't speak for 70-year-olds, but I have talked to many, many, many 70, 80, even 90-year-olds that have been doing carnivore, and that's what they tell me. All their peers are saying, oh, it sucks getting old. And they're like, no, it's the food you're eating. You're eating this highly inflammatory food, and you're arthritic, and you're having all these issues. Chris said, Alyssa, you set a great example for other teenagers. You can help them not become sick and lost like I was or your dad. Never forget that positive impact you can have. You rock.
Aw.
I am really happy you're doing this, Alyssa. Do you know why?
Because you disowned me if I didn't.
Because I would take you to
put me to the
Montello orphanage.
Yeah.
Is there an orphanage in Montello?
No, I don't think so.
I am really happy you're doing this because when I was your age is when I really started getting fat and sick. Right when I got my driver's license at age 16. And I started seeing you and your sisters doing that, and it was very discouraging. Like, you guys, I just kept thinking, they won't listen. But once you start gaining all that weight at age 16, 17, 18, it's so much harder to gain all the weight and lose all the weight versus never having gained it in the first place.
Yeah, but it's like a little lesson.
Yeah. Some of it you just got to go through and learn on your own. Susan said, I was a teenager in the 70s. I went on a diet when I was 16.
Just double tap the power button.
The kids were not as overweight back then as now. That's the truth. 70% of people now are overweight. Shout out Adam. Thank you for the link, Adam. Tickets for all upcoming Healing Humanity meetups and dinners. That's the link. So we have several. We're going to be in the UK. We're going to be in Arizona. We're going to be in Chicago. And then when the documentary gets launched, it's going to whoosh. So that events page, you guys are going to want to pay attention to and watch. Bill's in it. Bill's kind of crazy. Jumped straight into carnivore with the lion diet. Jumped straight into lion diet. You gonna try lion diet, Alyssa?
Yeah, I want to.
Cordelia said Emma's gonna love lion. I love lion too, except I love bacon.
But you did good when you didn't do carnivore.
I've done several long stretches of lion diet, and then I always get back to the bacon. I feel great on carnivore, but I feel even better on lion. Bill said, if I had $1 for every piece of bacon I burned in my past cooking career, I'd be a billionaire. It's so easy to forget the big sheep hands full of them in the commercial ovens. Chris cooking Nashville. You guys got to come to Nashville and have a carnivore party with us at our house. That would be fun. A big Nashville meetup. Sandra, One Hope for All. No acne on carnivore. FX Trader. Here's a question for Alyssa, who's going to be going to culinary school. I'm getting a big air fryer. Can you cook everything in the air fryer?
So we have this air fryer, but it's like a oven at the same time, and you can do like anything that an oven does in it. And that's where I cook the chicken, and it's really good. So if you get a bigger air fryer, you could probably cook anything you want in it, especially steak.
Yeah, it's amazing, the air fryer. It took me a long time to come on board with the air fryer, but you can take steaks from frozen and cook them. And I thought that would ruin the steak or it would taste bad. Man, living in Wisconsin, you don't want to fire up your grill and go outside in the freezing weather. Air fryer's great. Bacon on a cookie sheet, like Bill mentioned, that gets you nice crisp bacon. But we don't even do that anymore. That's probably the best way to get nice crispy bacon. Air fryer. Just throw it in the air fryer. We got it down to a science. You can even, the air fryer, I got Bill Knott's air fryer. You can sous vide in that thing as well. You can do everything in that. You could sear, sous vide. When is the documentary coming out? Middle of next year. 36, 38 interviews done, about 5 more to go. It'll be worth the wait. Hey, it's my buddy Jeff. I play pool with Jeff.
Really?
He's a carnivore. I'll be cooking up some Wagyu beef hamburgers in my Ninja air fryer in my semi for supper tonight. Great job getting your family on board, Carrie.
Wow.
Awesome, Jeff. Jeff is a trucker, and that's got I talked to a guy. If you are on the road, it can be tricky doing carnivore if you're not prepared. But Jeff is prepared. He's got his air fryer and his semi. He's good to go.
Wasn't the last time we were on a live, you drove the van here and we talked about how bad the van was and how good it was?
Yeah.
You want to tell them what happened to the van?
Gosh. Everything's going wrong, but nothing's going wrong. I'm grateful for things that are going wrong.
Well, tell them what happened to the van.
I drove my van to the movie theater with Alyssa today, quite recklessly. And we got to the theater, and it's overheating now. So
You think it would be good when
I don't think so. I think maybe we cracked the head gasket or something on it.
So, I'm going after the live in a couple minutes, actually. I'm going to go to one of my mom's friend's house to let their dogs out. So I was just thinking about the van, but yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to be using my van to do that.
Should I see if it works?
Well, I don't know. It might work for a while, and then it's probably going to overheat again.
I'll see.
Isn't Dr. Kilt 70-something? He's right around that age. And you wouldn't think so. Chris Stearns, my buddy, joined Healing Humanity Life. It's so professional and easy to navigate. Kudos to all the wonderful site. Everyone should consider joining. Oh, thank you so much, Chris. Chris is awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah, we did a big live stream last night announcing healinghumanity.life, which is our membership site that Adam and Lynn and the whole team, everyone's put so much work into. It's for people who need more community. Maybe you're just starting carnivore. First 30 days, you really want to have some community and guidance. We do 3 Zoom calls a week. Actually, I take that back. It's more like 6 Zoom calls a week, but we do live Q&A. We do an expert on Wednesday, and then we do an Inspire together on Thursday. That's one of my favorite ones. We've got doctors on the expert calls. We got nutrition coaches on the expert calls. It's really cool. And we got this breaking addictions thing. Here's a thought for you. Do you feel like you were addicted to your food before?
Definitely, yeah.
I think a lot of people don't realize or admit that they were addicted to their food. I didn't know I was addicted. I'm like, I got to eat. And so I would do keto. Remember when I did keto years ago and I lost a whole bunch of weight?
Yeah.
And then what happened afterwards?
You gained it all back.
And then I lost some more.
Then you gained it back.
And then I lost some more.
It's just over and over.
Up and down. Because I never admitted that I was addicted to my food, and I would lose some weight, and then I would try to moderate. You can't moderate an addiction. You quit an addiction. That's what we're doing on Carnivore. What's my point? Oh, my point is, in the Healing Humanity site, we have a Breaking Addictions group, which is like a 12-step program. It's really awesome. Do you know what the 12-step program is? People that are addicted to drugs or alcohol, they'll go in the 12-step program. It's usually a group that you go to, and there's like a regimen. There's like a thing you do, and you go around and you talk, and you give your testimony, and you can get a sponsor that can help you, so that if you're having cravings or you're having issues, you can talk to that sponsor. We're doing all of that in this group, and it's pretty awesome. Like, I'm really excited about it. It's still helping me, even though I'm so strict on carnivore. I haven't cheated in 600 days. I'm still addicted. I will always be addicted. Just like an alcoholic that's quit for 600 days, they're still on alcohol forever. So anyways, thank you for the nice words, Chris. If anyone is interested, we have a special promo code in the description below for healinghumanity.life where you can get half off your first 30 days. Link in the description below. Alex, I'm 66, 2 years into carnivore and feeling decades younger. Women, see Lauren Knight Hughes' recent interview with Dr. David Brownstein regarding iodine. Stay healthy. I'll have to check that out. Speaking of Lauren Knight Hughes, I will be on her channel soon, and she will be on my channel soon. I was just talking to her yesterday. She's got an awesome YouTube channel. Alyssa, you can specialize in culinary school. I dated someone that went to the Culinary Institute in San Francisco. Tim P. said, Michaela Peterson interviewed a guy who ran elderly homes where they switched their diets to carnivore with great results. That was incredible. That guy's name, let me check my carnivore brain. Hal Kramer. I think that's right. I saw this video months ago. The carnivore brain is amazing. I never used to be able to do that before. Get rid of that inflammation. It's amazing what you can remember. I'm almost positive his name is Hal Kramer, and that guy is awesome. In fact, after watching him on Michaela, I Googled all around to try to find his contact info because I was like, I would love to talk to you some more. Nursing homes, elderly homes, switching to carnivore diet, and these people are having incredible results. Rick, Charger Mopar, no one should ever get fat. It's very true. You don't see a fat deer walking around in the wild. Hey guys, also the title is misspelled, Carnivire. I see carnivore with an O on my title. Question, do you all drink coffee? I don't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
No coffee?
No.
Emma drink coffee?
I think only sometimes.
Emma has coffee. Jen still has coffee. I don't drink coffee. Some people are fine with coffee. I feel better. I love having no addictions whatsoever, being the full captain of my own ship. But a lot of people are okay doing coffee. Dr. Nelson, now tell the truth. How proud is Papa about his daughters? I am very proud. I need to say that more often. I am very proud. I was thinking that yesterday. I'm very proud that you're doing carnivore, that you're going to the gym, that you're good kids, that you're almost 18, that you're not a bunch of punks.
Shouldn't I get like $20?
$20? No, I don't think so. How about another ribeye?
Okay.
Do you know how much ribeye and steaks that you've gotten?
Yeah.
That's your reward. I was just thinking that yesterday, Dr. Nelson. I was thinking, what if I had 3 boys? Oh my goodness.
What?
They'd probably be like causing so much trouble. You guys do cause some drama though.
Oh.
Fighting, arguing all the time.
We never fight. Me and Emma and Katie never fight ever.
Okay.
Sometimes with Lily and now with us.
Question, Alyssa, do your friends ask you and your sisters about what you're eating? Do you feel like you're helping your friends learn how to be healthier?
They don't really ask. Or like they don't really care. If I tell them, they'll just like, yeah, whatever, and they just go eat Starbucks or whatever. I mean, I can't really stop them. I try. Some people just don't want to.
Maybe eventually they'll learn
By me losing weight, looking better, yeah.
Do you plan to come to New England? At some point when we start launching the documentary, we plan to visit a whole bunch of small movie theaters to premiere the documentary. So definitely at that time. I was in Boston filming Professor Thomas Seyfried a couple months ago with Adam. Alyssa and John Glass, get an air fryer and sous vide. Your RV game will change forever. Yeah, Bill's used the sous vide function. We can sous vide in our. Do you know what sous vide is? We can sous vide in our air fryer. It's where you cook meat in water. As a culinary person, you will learn how to sous vide. You take a plastic bag, you put the meat in it, you put it in water,
yeah, I think I saw
but
that.
it could take hours and hours and hours because the water only gets to
Boiling temperature.
no, like not even. Like what do you set the sous vide machine to? I think you set it to what you want the steak finished at, like 125 or 135 or something. And then it'll never get too hot. It just slowly warms. But then when you look at the meat, it's the same consistency throughout. You put it on a hot grill, this is going to be really overcooked, and the center might be rare, but when you sous vide it, it's even throughout the whole thing. You can actually do that in the air fryer. I think Bill's done it in his. We have the same air fryer as Bill. What do you think about a carnivore diet but with beer? Is that still better than the standard American diet? Oh. If you're getting off the standard American diet, good for you.
Just don't bring the beer with it.
Yeah. I don't know how to answer that question.
Beer is also super bad for you. Probably as bad.
Beer is bad for you. It's a mild toxin. Breaks down as glucose. There's lots of issues. But like if you're asking if I eat the standard American diet and I eat pizza and dessert and junk food and beer and garbage, or I eat carnivore and beer, of course, carnivore and beer will be better than all of that junk. Just get rid of the beer. You don't need it. Wean yourself off. Carnivore Chris cured my depression and ulcerative colitis. How? Yeah, carnivore. Awesome. Question, how do I get past a weight stall? Gained and lost the same 5 pounds for 8 weeks. Number one, are you sure you're actually stalled out? Have you measured yourself? Because a lot of times your body composition will change and your scale will lie to you. You will gain muscle, you will gain bone density, but you may not reflect on the scale, but you may be losing inches. So that's one thing. A lot of people think they're stalling on their weight, but they're not. Or their body's healing. Your body's going to prioritize healing before weight loss. Other than that, my answer to you would be what Alyssa's about to say. Why do people stall out on carnivore?
Your body gets used to the diet or cheese.
Cheese. Alyssa said cheese.
And
tell her to stop the cheese.
Isn't that true that your body gets used to the diet and then like it needs a little restart? So either fast or go online for a while.
Yeah, I usually tell people that too. If you're eating cheese, get rid of cheese because that'll stall you out. Or what Alyssa just said. You get into some of these routines where you're doing the same thing at the same time of day. The body gets weird that way. So just do a switch up. If you're doing strict carnivore, try lion diet for 3 days. See how you feel. If you're doing lion diet, maybe do a little bit of fasting. Switch things up. That usually breaks a stall. A true stall. Oh, we still got the promo going on. Shout out Adam. Thank you for this. If you'd like to join our private community, healinghumanity.life, just visit healinghumanity.life and use code LIFE. You actually get 67% off. Earlier, I said you get half off the first month. You get 67% off. It's sort of our Black Friday weekend deal we got going on right now. So this is going to end soon. Healinghumanity.life. Use code LIFE. Happy birthday to Dr. Lisa Wiedemann. She's 60 today and can do cartwheels on the beach. Have you seen Dr. Lisa Wiedemann yet, Alyssa?
I think I see her face, but I don't know.
She is awesome. She's going to be at our Chicago meetup. She was on my channel not too long ago. She's incredible. You know how long she's been doing carnivore for?
A long time.
Almost 16 years. That's like almost as long as you've been alive.
Wow.
When you were 1, she's like, I'm going to do carnivore now. When you were 1.
Wow.
And then from your age 1 until now, she's been doing carnivore. That's crazy. And she's just full of energy. I noticed when I talked to her, I'm like, your energy is incredible. Who do I know that has incredible energy like this? Oh, Dr. Kiltz. Dr. Kiltz has been doing carnivore for like, I don't know, 14, 15 years. The 2 longest running carnivores I know also have the most incredible energy and outlook on life. Lynn Tucker Carnivore said, hi, Alyssa. Oh, okay, and Carrie too. I have a picture with Lynn Tucker Carnivore. Do you?
No.
Not yet.
Yeah, but yours isn't showing. Probably because I moved you over.
Food is nutrition, not my comfort or my reward. Yeah. Food is medicine.
Okay.
Papa Carnivore only got sick 1 time in 2 years on carnivore.
Well, I have to go.
No, you got 10 more minutes.
I have to, though, because they're going to be home.
Say one more thing. Give them some wisdom.
Okay. Wait, let me put this blanket over here. I'm sitting on it. Your chair's on it. I'll just push it over here. Okay. What should I say?
Oh. Dr. Nelson said beer is liquid bread. Tell people that are Alyssa, I'm considering doing a carnivore, but I can't do it. It's too crazy.
I think that you should just try for 30 days like my dad always says, and just try like as hard as you can, and it'll be worth it in the end. Like you're going to love yourself afterwards. And you're not going to be depressed or have anxiety or anything, and you won't be in your room all the time. And overall, you'll just be more happy.
Are you carnivore for life?
Yeah, I actually don't see stopping. When I started, like the first couple days, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this forever. Now it's like it's the only thing I ever want to do.
What are you, like 90 days in?
Yeah.
How can you be
I think
so
something
sure?
like that. I think it's obvious. Even if I wasn't on carnivore for as long as everybody else, I was on keto, and I didn't even want to stop then.
All right, you're dismissed.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Should I take your car to see if it works?
No, take Lily's.
I can't drive her car. She wouldn't let me drive her car.
Well, let's just see if it's.
I'll just see.
If the temperature goes up, don't drive it.
Then I won't. It's not that far away. Anyways.
All right, Alyssa's got to run.
Bye, everyone.
I'm gonna see if we have any other questions here. Charger Mopar Rick, 15 years, carnivore. Oh, 15 years to laugh out loud. No, Rick, you've been way longer. Rick, how many years now has it been for you? Carrie, what air fryer do you and Bill have? We have the Ninja, I think it's the Speedy. Right, Bill? The Ninja Speedy. Northwolf said, Alyssa, not a question. Please never get tattoos and no excessive piercings. I will relay that to her. I have relayed that to her. I advocate for what is natural. It's not natural to get tattoos and piercings. Question, Carrie, how's JT doing? JT is doing awesome. His wife got another position and a lot of things changed, but I just talked to JT 4 days ago, I think. We text every now and then, checking in on my buddy. He's been doing really well. Carnivore farmer, 5-year carnivore, coming up on 6 years. The one thing that broke my stall was taking at least 10,000 IU of vitamin D per day. That's great info. I think a lot of people are deficient in vitamin D. Obviously, the best thing you can do is get proper sunlight, but a lot of us aren't doing that. Lynn Tucker said, our friend, older and frail, same situation as Lee Kopis, watched one of his videos, and I helped her with carnivore, and she just texted me today that her doctor said your blood work is good, no more statins. Oh, that is awesome. Lee Kopis, I get to meet in person, Lynn Tucker Carnivore, in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. We're going to be filming him for our documentary. I cannot wait. He's got an incredible story. Not just with the colon issues, but also overcoming depression. Powerful, powerful story. Yeah, Bill Knott and I have the Ninja Speedy, Speedi, and they still sell those on Amazon too, by the way. When is the Chicago meetup? Not seeing it listed for the tickets. Chris Stearns, we haven't announced it yet, but it's going to be the second week in January. I believe the 11th. But check back on that page in a couple days, and it'll show for sure. TM, about to start carnivore. All I hear are good things. Any significant downsides to long-term carnivore? Good for health long-term. Yes. When you're thinking about starting carnivore right now, you're thinking this is some weird fringe thing where you're only going to be eating meat now. Oh, that's kind of crazy. No, what you are doing is you are returning to eating the most natural foods that humans have been eating for as long as we've been breathing air and drinking water. That is meat. We've been eating meat since the start of time. It's the most natural thing you can eat. There are groups of people now like the Maasai. That's all they do is eat meat. They're absolutely thriving. They have almost no incidence of heart disease. It is one of the most powerful, sustainable things we can do. It seems odd and it seems weird because in our small time frame of life, we're very myopic. We think this is the way it's always been. It hasn't. We've been eating meat for a lot longer than we've been eating 60,000 products in the grocery store. They're all science experiments. We can't pronounce the ingredients in. We don't even know what half of them are. Any significant downsides to long-term carnivore? I can't think of any. I can think of many significant downsides to not doing carnivore, like systemic chronic inflammation, which 92% of people walking around on the planet right now have. Systemic chronic inflammation leads to all sorts of health issues: heart disease, strokes, diabetes, dementia, Alzheimer's. You have systemic inflammation for long enough, you get cancer. I believe I'm avoiding all of those things by eating a proper human diet long term. Me straight up, no chaser. It's amazing to see the personality changes in Jen and the girls since they started carnivore. Yeah, it sure is. Oh my goodness. I witnessed that firsthand. Energy, mood, everything. They're more of themselves. It's not that they've changed. They're just more of themselves. It's like they were going through life before, like I was, and like most of us were, with a little bit of an impairment, with a little bit of brain fog. It's like you're walking around a little intoxicated. You're not your full self. Amba Bamba, Alyssa's such a sweetheart. I'm happy for her carnivore success and that her and Emma are getting healthy together. Hopefully kids their age are inspired. Yes. I am so blessed. I need to say it more often, but I am very proud of the girls, like Dr. Nelson mentioned before. They're just awesome, too. Alyssa is the joker. I don't know if you guys can tell, but when we're going back and forth, we joke around all the time. Emma is the sweet one, and Katie is the smart one, and Lily's a little bit of all of that. They're a good mix for sure. I can't believe that they're graduating from high school in a couple months, and they're going to be 18 years old this summer. That's insane. Are you still in Australia? No, thank goodness I'm home. Nothing to Australia. It was beautiful. I loved it, but man, one heck of a travel to get there. 40 hours worth of travel time between all the delays and multiple airline flights. I'm back from Australia, and we're heading to England soon, the UK. Is venison considered lion diet? Venison is deer, and I think I'm almost positive deer is a ruminant animal. I think the only issue with that is it's not as fatty. So you got to maybe supplement a little bit with fat. But yeah, venison is definitely lion diet. I got to get me some more venison. I'm hoping to expand my skills and start hunting. I've never hunted my entire life. And we have deer everywhere, so. All right, let me make sure I got all these here. New member, Honey Berry. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Every penny we get from those goes towards the membership site. And speaking of the membership site, I got a little thing here I want to share. Maybe? Thought I did. Oh, never mind. So we're at the movie theater. The heat's not working. Alyssa just left me, so I'm going to wrap this one up. I think we did just about an hour. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I got to go upstairs, and I'm going to hand out a whole bunch of little tickets for a free movie or something to these customers because I feel really bad that we weren't able to get the heat working. Luckily, I was able to warn them all. Two more questions real quick. What do you suggest if someone is experiencing meat aversion all of a sudden? Switch things up. Have some eggs for a little while. Switch the meat around. Or if it were me, if I suddenly had a meat aversion, I would fast. I would fast for a couple hours or maybe even 24 hours, and that meat aversion will go away. Maybe have a little bone broth in the meantime. When's the documentary coming out? I should have this right on the page. Everyone keeps asking this one. I appreciate it. People are excited about the documentary. Middle of next year, we filmed 38 interviews. We have about 5 more to go. We're filming several people over the course of a year. A couple people haven't hit a year yet, so it takes a while to do a documentary when you're filming people over the course of a year. But it is coming together. I'm excited to share the interviews that we just did in Australia. Oh, my goodness. Limitless Lindy, Dave Mack, Dr. Anthony Chafee. I can't wait to share all of that with you. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate it. Have a good day. Beep.